Hey guys, if you want to learn how to improve as a metal rank in Overwatch, then welcome in. My name is Master Panda, and I'm a 40-year-old dad that was introduced to Overwatch in Season 3. I placed into low silver, and over the next 2 years ground my way to Masters on all roles. The goal of my Metal versus Masters videos is to show you real examples of mistakes that Metal players make, and then compare that against Masters level play so that you can see the difference between the two and hopefully start identifying the mistakes you make and start fixing your own game. Because I believe everyone can rank up, including you. Hey guys, welcome to another video of Metal or Masters, and this time we're going to be on Bastion on a gold game here. And this is part of our Bastion series of trying to explain how this, what's commonly referred to as a pub stomper or noob stomper, does so well in the middle ranks and then quickly drops off as he goes up in ranks. And one of the reasons Bastion can do that is because he just simply has a huge amount of power potential. This turret just is able to vaporize anybody out of position, and a lot of people don't pay attention to Bastion and walk into that gigantic cannon of his, or turret I should say, and they end up getting punished. But as you go up in level, it's harder and harder to use Bastion to a good degree because his mobility, his hit size, a lot of things just get punished. So we're going to start off by playing in, what is this, gold 4 to gold 1 mode. So we're going to play a low gold mode. So we're going to just go here, we're just going to shoot the tank to see what happens, and he punches us and we get hit by the Pharah, right? So in that situation there, we should have been getting way out of that bridge in terms of dropping down and taking cover, because once their tank is in front of us, things get pretty bad. And then the Pharah also just gets a huge amount of direct shots on us that make our life miserable. So, we're going to go back into this fight. We're going to turret early over here. We're shooting that tank. Right, even though there's a lot of better targets, we should be taking care of the Pharah, but we're just hyper-focused on this tank. Now we're going to get the Juno. We kind of took cover there. We're just running into the open here. Because the gold 4 tanks, or not gold 4 tanks, the gold 4 DPS don't take cover. They're just going to run in like I did right there, right? So we're greeting. That's known as greeting. Like, there's no reason for us to go so deep in there when we had plenty of cover on the point. So we died. And we can say, hey, I did a lot of damage, look at me. I mean, I got a lot of kills. But the reality is, you know, dying is pretty close to feeding when you don't have to die. And there's no reason for us to die over there because they lost their tank. Most teams don't want to fight that situation there. Okay, watch. We turret without anybody new, and we just continue walking forward. We expect our team to heal us. This is not a good use of turret, because now we don't have turret when we could really use it. I'm being greedy. It works out here because we have good enough aim to make it work. And now they're on Sigma. We're going to go up here. Most people in gold understand to take high ground, right? Maybe? Okay, so we're just shooting at the tank. Again, one of the worst things you could do is shooting at the tank, not watching our health, waiting for us to get healed. And we died because we're in the open. We're playing at a gold 4 level. Look how easy it is to hit us. The Zen doesn't even have to try. Because Bastion has such a huge hitbox, it's really impossible to dodge anything when you're in tank mode. And we can talk about when you're in tank mode, how you can actually dodge by using jumping instead, using your verticality. Watch, we're just shooting into this. There is no chance of us winning that fight. The Juno ults for just me, I think. Yeah, luckily the Juno over ults over here. But if anything, the moment our Maga caged them, we should have used our artillery so that we can combo the ult. But we lose the point. And again, we're purposely playing at this gold 4 level to try to show you what people do wrong. They turret too early here. And watch, people are dying because they're just not really respecting their own health too. Everyone just kind of walks in. Our Maga just walks in over here. Right? Everyone, like our Wu Ying is over here doing what? I'm not totally sure. But it's just a barbaric trading of bodies at the moment. And this is gold. You know, there's not a lot of cohesion. a lot of feeding, and the teamwork just doesn't really exist. So it's very close to like a deathmatch type scenario, especially given that it's gold 4 to gold 1. So your mechanics can really carry through a lot of these kind of games if you could just simply pick out people. So we're gonna turret over here, turret in. This is actually a good turret because we're above on the ground. We're just shooting. We don't know where the FAR is. I was about to say the FAR disappeared, right? And we didn't look for her. And so she's able to come after us. Because on the kill cam, that FAR never died. So we get annihilated from that. And at some point we're going to have to show a bad Bastion ult. And a typical battle is ulting way too late. Another bad Bastion ult is just indiscriminately firing. That means just spamming it. Like here, I'm just going to show you what a bad ult looks like. I'm just shooting it everywhere. I'm not aiming. Who died? Nobody died. Nobody died. And that one I actually turned to go look at whoever was ulting. Because I do think that even at gold, you know, people generally should look at who's ever ulting. Although you'd be surprised. It doesn't always happen. But am I taking cover? Not really. Am I in the open? Yes, I am. Who am I going to turret? Is Sigma, who can do nothing but shut me down. So am I feeding? Yes. So now I am dying a lot over here. I'm dying 8 times, so maybe I'm playing too much of a gold 4, maybe down to silver. So I'm going to recalibrate. So I'm going to start playing maybe at the gold 1, I guess. Maybe not so feedy. Right? I'm going to add in a little bit of strafing to my movement here. Use a little bit of cover. Not just walk into the open. Take a healing perk. And maybe I should actually go shoot at the flyer. Sometimes I will. Because in a high level game, you should be definitely taking care of those flyers. Right? Shoot at the flyers. I'm still in the open here though. Still in the open. So now, in this comp, because we got a Wu Yang and a Kiri, the Wu Yang's not going to be a very high healing guy, right? Wu Yang's meant to do damage, so it's not a primary healer. So we have Mauga, who demands a lot of resources, a lot of healing. And we also have me, Bastion, who demands a lot of resources too, because I have a big hitbox. So this is hard for us to get heals for both of us if we're both standing in the open. DPS lock Lutin. What's DPS lock Lutin in? I don't understand this middle dialogue. Okay, so now that we've played at that gold level, now we're gonna go into Masters mode. Okay, we're gonna see what we can do if we play properly. So properly means that we're going to use cover. That's a huge one. We're not just gonna die by running into the fight without really, you know, having a very good reason for why we're gonna walk into the open. We're really gonna poke at that FAR. The FAR is 24 and 4. Look at that. She is decimating our team. And so we really need to shut her down. Because we have a Sojourn, we have a Mauga. They're not really that equipped to shut her down. I'm the person that needs to shut down the FAR. So I'm going to be doing that now. Alright, so we have to look at what is the win condition. The win condition is that we need to shut down the person that's destroying our team from the sky. And I'm the only hit scan on our team, true hit scan. Mauga is a hit scan, but you know, they did nerf him. It's hard for him to take care of the FAR now. Alright, so are we going to take this into the upper level? Maybe. We're going to use it, but we're not going to commit hard until we know. Alright, we're not popping out into the open. Okay, we got to look out here. Again, we're using cover. Using cover. Now we gotta hide here. Wait for some healing. Now we gotta look. Now we're just popping for a moment there. Now our tank's pushing here. We're gonna look at that Zen because the Zen got pretty low. Okay, now we're gonna look for the FAR again. That's a wide peak. Okay, now we're gonna wide peek. Look for the Juno. We kind of missed our shots there, unfortunate. Gotta find that Pharah. Okay. Now, thanks comes standpoint here. We just make sure they don't walk on point for free. Right? We take care of that Pharah. Now we're gonna reduce our cooldown here. We just walk on him because we thought we heard something. So we get that free kill. Now we're looking at our tank. We're trying to see where they're taking space and where we can take space. What we really want to do is we want to surprise that Pharah right here. Ah, I can't get her. Oh no. Okay, now we're going to use this because we've got an ult we can combo in. Now that was a little bit more luck, but those are targeted hits, right? So we put an area that we figured they're going to walk back into. So a much different game than the first round, right? We're taking space over here. We want to make sure that Pharah doesn't get to walk in for free. Now we're hella hurt, so we gotta drop over here. Okay. So the Zen is transcending right now. Gonna get that Juno because she's low. Look for her. Again, we're taking. Now we're gonna go for the Zenyatta. Tank no longer has hands, so he's very vulnerable. Trying to keep our team alive. We're gonna get aggressive over here. And now we're out. So we can get aggressive because we always look at our health. We're looking at our health to make sure we're in a safe spot. We don't want to be down here because that's just Pharah spam territory. So we're gonna go up here. We're gonna use our artillery to maneuver a little bit better. I don't know this map super well yet, so we're gonna drop in here. We saw the Reaper teleport in. Okay, we're a little bit hurt, so we gotta take a little bit of protection over here. We know the Pharah's in here still. And we're tagging her. So she commits too much. But we get our picks, right? We get the Reaper, we get the Zenyatta. So we do our part. So the Pharah's playing a little bit scared, but she did get her 1v1 there. Now, we don't have a tank, so we don't want to ult over here necessarily. We might get that Zenyatta though. Okay, so we're going to pick high damage cannons over here. What's the perk called again? Lindholm. Because the Lindholm can really take down people if they're not ready for it. You can see the Pharah over there. And we're going to be very aware of Reaper trying to go for. Now the Pharah's going to pop out here. Yep, and that's why we picked Lindholm. So hopefully our team's able to secure the kills there. So they have both DPS target me over there to kill me, which is okay, because it enables our team. We should have this in the bag. I'm gonna just try to make sure we do.
Let the Kitsune guide you.
Oh man, we lost our Kiri there. Our team should have been ready for that. Okay, so we got it. Alright, so you can see massive difference. Instead of letting them walk over us, we pretty much walk over them.
Switching sides.
Whereas last round we died 9 times, this time we died 2 times. A huge difference, right? Because we actually value our lives. We're making a lot more careful decisions about where we take cover. We're using our turret much more effectively as opposed to just indiscriminately just walking out into the open and turreting their team. Okay, so you saw us going from metal to masters. Now we're going to go back to metal. But this time we're going to go maybe not so far down to be like a gold 4 or silver. Okay, we're going to take Lindholm again. I actually think healing might be better in this mode, but they have Reaper, they have Pharah, the Lindholm has better burst damage to take him out. Healing we can play a bit further back and sustain, especially against a Pharah, but the Reaper Lindholm is going to be better because we can push him off faster. So we'll see what happens. But again, we're going to be playing... Where's our tank going? Oh man, I hate these new maps now. You always slip off the sides. Okay, so again, we're going to be playing metal mode. So we're taking a little bit of cover, but we're still out in the open over here. Looking for that Juno. And we're bouncing out in the open, just this is kind of like a typical game where everyone's just playing jump ball. And we slide off the side because Blizzard keeps making these maps broken. We're gonna ult them a little bit early, even though we don't need this. So far this is kind of working. We probably shouldn't, to be honest, because enemy team's not really diving. Oh, our guy falls off the cliff over here. I can't hit any more shots. Oh my gosh. How is this possible? There's a Barbie up here somewhere. And we screwed that up because I missed all my shots. It happens sometimes though. Alright, so we allow them to get first point here. Now one of it, is, to be fair, our tank falls and slips off the edge when he shouldn't, because it's a Blizzard mistake. These new maps are just really messed up. I don't know what that Pharah is doing, but she feeds real hard over here. Alright, we're gonna walk in like crazy metal rinse. Can't hit the flying Juno. Alright, so they get first point. And you can see just the sheer amount of damage output for Bastion is just pretty crazy. Now, to be fair, their Pharah has a lot of damage, but there's a lot of spam damage when everyone just walks main and takes damage to the face. So again, that round we were playing a little bit better than just I think a gold one, maybe plat. You know, we're taking cover, we're shooting. We weren't actively what I would just consider feeding. You know, letting ourselves rely on our heroes to get us out of trouble. So this one we're gonna take a the left perk self knockback, so we can jump up onto the bridge. And we're gonna take heal this time because we're on attack. It's better to heal ourselves and make sure that we can sustain ourselves for the fight. When you're on attack and overtime, you really just want to get a pick more than anything. Pick and just put pressure on the team, and then you run them over. You don't want to die. That's the number one thing you don't want to do. You don't want to die. So again, we're gonna play gold 1-ish, maybe low plat, and see if we win. We don't want to carry our team necessarily here. Just a little bit unfair. Okay, so let's see what our tank's gonna do. We're gonna wait for that ram shield to run out. See if we get a nice pick here. Okay, we've got full armor. Okay, now. We cannot make that jump, oh my gosh. Okay, we're just going to swap over here because the shield is no good to shoot into. We're just shooting the tank, because why not? And we make that work. And in overtime, everyone should be staying on the point a lot more. But we're going to be a little bit aggressive here. Alright, are we too aggressive? Yes, we are. So we get way too aggressive. But unfortunately, their tank doesn't get enough heals to save him. Just the sheer amount of damage a Ramatra and Maga does on a Ram is pretty bad.
Victory.
I say GG's. So on that particular game, I think that's hard for the Ramatra to live. And our team does get a lot of picks on the bridge, so there's no guilt that I carried our team on that overtime over there, because I don't think that was me at all. Alright, so hopefully that was useful, and on to the next. Hey, thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this video and want to see more like it, subscribe to my channel, Master Panda OW, for weekly uploads where I continue the Metal vs. Master series on your favorite Overwatch heroes. Also, I will be doing a weekly VOD review, so if you want a chance at having high-level feedback for your game, then leave your VOD code in the comments along with your in-game name so I know who you are. Take care.